let us learn how to find the square root by division method. So here I have a number, you can see it is 525625. Let us find its square root by division method. So before we start with the process of division, children, you can see this is an integer. We have to, you can see this is an integer, and at first we have to make groups of 2 digits. The groups are to be made by moving from the right hand side to the left hand side. So here this is the first group, this is the second group, and this is the third group. Now let us start with the process of division. So here I have to consider the first pair 52 and find a number whose square gives me the value 52 or a value less than 52. So if I think of the number 7, square of 7 can give me 49. So 7 into 7. So I am writing the quotient also as 7. When I subtract 49, I get 3 as the remainder, right? Next, I have to bring 2 digits down together. The second pair of digits are to be brought down together. So now I have the number as 356, and the divisor will change. Now we have to take double of the quotient, that is double of 7, that is 14 is to be taken as the divisor, and here I have left a blank space. This blank space is to be filled by the largest digit, and this digit can act as the new quotient, so that when this new divisor is multiplied by the new quotient, we get a value either close to 356 or exactly 356. So now I can see here, if I take 2 in the units place and the new quotient also as 2 and I multiply, I get 284, which is close to 356. Because if I take 143 as the divisor and the quotient as 3 and I multiply, I will get a value more than 356. So I cannot take 3 in the units place. Instead, I will take 2 in the units place. So this gives me 284. When I subtract, what do I get? 2 here and 7 here, right? So now this next pair will also come down, that is 2 and 5 comes down. Next, double of this quotient, that is 72, double of 72 has to come as the new divisor now. Okay, so double of 72, I can see it is 144. Again I have kept an empty space here so that I write the largest digit, which when taken as the quotient and multiplied by the new divisor, I get a value either close to 7225 or exactly equal to 7225. So if I multiply with 5 and I take 5 in the units place, what do I get? I can see I get exactly 7225. So let us write 5 here and 5 in the quotient also. So that gives me 7225, and finally the remainder is 0. So the square root of this given number is 725. Look at the next question now, children. We have an integral part and a decimal part. So before I start with the process of division, I have to make groups of 2 digits for the integral part as well as for the decimal part separately. For the integral part, I will start grouping from the right hand side to the left hand side. So in this way, from this side to this side, you can see before 5 we have no digit, means we have 0. So this is one pair, and for the decimal part we will start grouping from the left side to the right side, taking 2 digits at a time. So this is the first group after the decimal, this is the second group, and this is the third group. Now when we start with the process of division, children, we have to think of a number whose square can give me either 5 or a value close to 5. So let us think of, let us take 2. So 2 square can give me 4, and when I subtract it gives me 1, right? So there is a decimal now, so put a decimal sign here and bring down the first pair of digit after the decimal, that is 7 and 7. Now the divisor should change, so double of the quotient will become the new divisor. So here double of 2 is 4, and I have an empty space here to be filled up. So this empty space is to be filled up by the largest digit, which can become the quotient, and when the new quotient is multiplied by the new divisor, we should get a value close to 177 or exactly equal to 177. So here I can think of 4 and 4, because 4 into 4 here can give me 16 close to 17, right? So let us multiply and see, it gives me 176. So fill up this with 4 and the quotient also with 4, giving me 176. When I subtract, I get 1 again. Next, the second pair of digits come down, that is 4 and 4. And double of the quotient, children, when I take the double of the quotient, I have to exclude the decimal. Okay, I am not going to write down the decimal here. So the new divisor changes to, you can see double of 24 is 48. Again I have an empty place here to be filled up, but you can see the number 48 starts with 4, and if I put a digit here, it will become a 3-digit number starting with 4, right? But this 3-digit number starts with 1, which is less than 4. So this empty place now cannot be filled with a digit greater than 0, because even if I write 1 here, 481 multiplied by 1 will give me a value greater than 144. That will not be possible, right? So let us put 0 here, and in the quotient also let us put 0. That means 0 multiplied by 480 gives me 0. So the remainder is again 144 now, and the remaining 2 digits will come down, that is 0 and 9 comes down. And the new divisor, children, here double of 2, 4, 0, that will again give me 4, 8, 0, right? So what should be written in this empty space now? So the largest digit, which can become the new quotient, and the new quotient multiplied by the new divisor should give me, you can see 14,409, or a value just less than it. So if I take 4803 and with 3, I can see I get 14409, right? So 3 with 3 can give me 14409. So finally the remainder is 0, and our answer for the square root of the given number is 2.403. Next, children, let us find the square root of this number. It is 0.00154. So here you can see the integral part is 0, and after the decimal we have 2 zeros and then 154. So let us start grouping for the decimal part from the left to the right. So 0, 0, 1, 5 and 4, nothing is here, means I can consider another 0 as it is after decimal, right? And it is the last digit here after the decimal, so we can take a 0 here. Now let us start with the process of division. So as you can see, children, we start with a decimal. So for the quotient part also I will put a decimal. Okay. Next pair of digits is 0 and 0. So I can put a single 0 for the quotient part. And now we start with 15 as the number. So think of a number whose square is exactly equal to 15 or a value less than 15. So square of 3 can give me 9, which is close to 15, because square of 4 is 16, it will be greater than 15, that cannot be taken. So we will take 3 as the divisor and the quotient, that gives me 9. When I subtract, what do I get? I get 6. Next pair of digits will come down, that is 40, and double of 9 becomes the new divisor 6 with an empty space here to be filled up by a digit which can become the new quotient, and this new quotient when multiplied by the new divisor should give me a value close to 640. So let us take 6, 9 into 9, 2, 621. If I take 9 here and 9 here, it gives me 621. That gives me 19. Okay. So now 19 is the remainder. If you want, you can continue with the process of division by bringing 2 more zeros down and squaring the doubling the quotient. But I will stop the process of division here, as I have already 3 digits after the decimal, and our answer is 0.039, which is approximately equal to 0.04. This is the answer for the square root. So this much for today. Thank you. Take care. Good day.